The plot just thickened. Like, nervous I'm gonna fuck this whole thing up now. Guys, I think this is turning out okay. Oh, you're actually a piece of shit. Hey. No, I don't regret that. Guys, I think this is turning out well. If I'm wrong, then it's like, doesn't really matter. I just had 2 bowls of Chef Boyardee raviolis. Cool. Ugh, that's such a mistake. Hey guys, it's Annie, Creative.Cliche. In today's video, I'm going to be transforming myself into ALYSSA Edwards using the ALYSSA Edwards Palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Alright guys, so this is the packaging that it came in. So you can only see like the reflection of my ring light in there. Alright, so same thing here. Oop. So that was just a brush and the clear cover for the eyeshadows. Beautiful colors in here. Alright guys, so I just swatched all the shades real quick, so these are them. I'm not a huge swatch person in general. When I want to kind of get a basic idea of how something looks, I'll look at swatches, but it's really not true to color. Things are so different on camera than they are in person, so always keep that in mind. And also, I feel like swatches look really chalky for some reason when it doesn't normally look that way on the eyes. So I think the real judge of character really for eyeshadows is how it looks on your eyes. So let's just jump into the eye look and let's get started. So for the look, I'm basing this off of her campaign photos for the palette, so I'll have that popped up right up here so you guys kind of know the direction that I'm going in. But yeah, this is, I feel like, a pretty good base for getting started. I mean, I'm going to be building upon it as we go anyway, so bear with me. And also, just a little disclaimer, I'm not trying to look exactly like her. Obviously, I'm not ALYSSA Edwards and I'm not Alexis Stone, so I can't like transform myself into anybody. But I'm just trying to get as close as possible to her and see if I can even do this makeup look, so we're gonna find out. And I've never done drag makeup before, so this might be difficult, but we're gonna try it. So I washed a few brushes that I think would be perfect to do this look, and I never wash my brushes, so this is very serious. So these are the ones that I'm going with. I figured I'd get some precise ones in there, because this looks pretty precise. I don't know how I'm gonna do that white part. But I'm going to go in with this detailed pencil brush, and I'm going to go right into headliner. So that is the white shade on here. I wonder if she used an eyeshadow primer for this. I feel like she probably did, because this is not looking nearly as pigmented as that photo. But the white is definitely building up though. Like you can see, it's just taking a little bit more effort. So I just figured out that this is like a crazy cut crease. And I've never done a cut crease before, so the plot just thickened. I'm just gonna keep going with this white and then figure it out. So it looks like this part is white and then it fades into that metallic pink. And then it looks like the hot pink, the Texas made, is around here. I got so excited when I saw that Anastasia was teaming up with ALYSSA Edwards. I just feel like this is such an amazing move in the right direction. Seriously, finally, drag queens are getting the recognition that they deserve. And just in general, we live in such a cool time right now. If you're passionate enough about something and you're determined enough, you can make it and people see you as an icon. And it's so crazy. Like, it's nuts. It just makes so much more sense, though, if you think about it, to raise up the people who are just kind of normal people, I guess you could say. Whereas I don't know if this is making any sense, but like when it comes to actors and actresses, I mean, you don't know them personally. They're famous because they might have played a role in, something that you actually liked, but that's not who they are. I think there's something so special about raising up people who you've gotten to know who they are. Does this even make any sense? So this white is definitely a buildable white. And I just went in with my fingers, and there we go. There's a lot of pigment there. A lot of people think it's weird that I use my hands. I don't know why. When you get more pigment this way and you don't like waste the time blending it. See, that's what I was trying to get this whole entire time, and I just wasted like 15 minutes trying to like layer it on. Looks good. All right, now moving on to, I'm gonna go in with Beyond. So this is that metallic pink shade here. I think I'll go in with this guy. So this is from the Vintage Company. I'll just show you guys. But it has kind of like a narrow kind of top to it. I'm not great with like showing you guys which brushes I use. This came with like a smoky eyeshadow like set. I don't know, like how to get the perfect smoky eye or something like that. All right, so it looks like the white is faded into this pink shade. I'm really interested to see if this turns out anything like her look, because I feel like I'm doing this whole thing completely backwards. I feel like when I've seen cut creases in the past, they normally do the crease first, and then they do like a concealer or something on the eyelid, and then like cut the crease. I don't know. This way I feel like it might be easier because then I can go in and clean it up when I do the crease. So just basing off the picture, it looks like it almost has like an angle where it feathers out towards like the top here. Also bear with me like while I try to half-ass explain what I'm doing, because this is very tough. By the way, just to let you guys know, I bought this myself. I wasn't sent this. I'm not even on Anastasia's PR list. But anyway, even if I was, I would have bought it anyway, just to support Alyssa. I love Alyssa. I just think she's hilarious. All right, guys, so I'm going in with just a clean brush, and I'm gonna see if I can fade these colors a little bit better. It's not as harsh of a line there. I think it's looking pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna go in with Texas Made. That is the matte hot pink shade here. And I am going to take this into my crease. I'm like nervous I'm gonna fuck this whole thing up now. So I'm just going on top of that white line. So I'm just like gently tapping that on. And this has so much pigment. This is crazy. I love the shade names in this palette, by the way. I do wish though that the orangey tone would have been called like, look how orange you look or something. Oh my God, is this like actually coming together? This is so cool. Meanwhile, someone's like, this looks like shit. So going back to what I was saying earlier, because a point just like popped in my head, but when I was talking about how you can become really well known and famous today for just being yourself, and I think that's such a cool thing. When you think about it, like I was saying about celebrities, you idolize them for something that they did rather than who they actually are. And I think that's why so many people get disappointed when they meet them. And granted, a lot of people who you do know online or who you think you know, sometimes you'll meet them in person and you're like, oh, you're actually a piece of shit, you know? But I feel like for the most part, it's hard to fake being somebody else. So I feel like these people are actually who they say they are. And I mean, you can get a big head, I'm sure, throughout the years of just people knowing you and getting shit. Can't tell if that's fallout right there or if I had that earlier from like too much blush. Which it wouldn't matter if it's fallout anyway. I'm just hoping that it comes off. Okay, so I just faded that in a little bit. All right, cool. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point too. I haven't been noticing much fallout on here, like at all. Like this eye, I didn't have any problems at all. And this one, I think it's just because I put too much on that one spot there. I didn't like flick off the brush first. But Alyssa is just such an authentic person and just so genuinely funny when she's not trying to be. Like that back rolls had me dying. I was just like rolling on the floor. Oh my God. My boyfriend and I literally, but if you were to see how many times we rewinded that part just to play it again, Coco like really annoyed me too during that season. Oh, by the way, I'm going in with the BBDC, or should I? So I don't like make a mistake. I think I'm actually gonna go in with Unicorn Tribe instead. So this is like a cool toned purple. But I'm gonna take this flat brush. This is by Blend Minerals and it does not have a number on it at all. But this looks, I would say that this is like a flat shader brush. Oh, but going back to Coco, I feel like she was just like trying to start shit the entire season. It was just so annoying. Like grow up, you know? But I wonder how much drama is actually real on RuPaul and what's not. I mean, most of it seems pretty genuine, but I wonder if they really like gas them up, you know? Because All Stars, I'm trying to think of which one it was with the one with Trixie. I used to love Trixie, and I'm not saying that I don't love her anymore, but I don't know, they really painted her in a bad light. Like the whole thing with like the note, I don't know, it just like really threw me off and it seemed like it was completely out of character. Okay, so I am gonna go in with the BBDC. So that is that dark plum. Sorry guys, I'm like trying to go backwards. Here we go, this guy. It's funny because when you look in the monitor, you think that you're going the right way, but it's actually the opposite. No one cares, okay. So I'm just gonna tap that off so we don't get any fallout. I'm just lightly tapping this in. Also, when they had Alaska in for All Stars, like, I had a different opinion of her. But like I said, now that I'm in this industry, you notice how you can really manipulate things with editing and make things seem like a totally different situation. So I really don't believe everything that I hear or everything that I see on TV. But it is a little hard sometimes, especially when you're in the moment. You're like, what the fuck? This person like isn't who I thought they were. But whenever they've had Alyssa back, I feel like I've just liked her more and more and more each time. Guys, I think this is turning out okay. All right, I'm gonna go back in with that little flat guy that I used for the white originally. Just gonna try to dust that off and dip that into the BBDC. Just kind of outlining this part here. Give it like that harsh cut look. But if you guys watch RuPaul's Drag Race, definitely let me know who your favorite drag queens are. I always get excited to talk about it. I feel like not enough people watch RuPaul's Drag Race. So when I find someone who does, I'm like, oh my god, who's your favorite? Let's talk. But I love Trinity. I love Sharon Needles. Sharon Needles used to be my all-time favorite. She's still one of my favorites. Miss Cracker, Sasha Velour, Miss Fame, Bendela Creme. Even though I was kind of annoyed at Bendela for just leaving like that. I don't know, like I know that it's kind of like, might as well leave when you're on top, you know, so that nobody can see you. I guess fall, you know, they just remember you as you were, like winning, you know? So I like kind of get it. But I was just so happy to see her back, and then just to have her leave like that was, I don't know, it just threw me off. But Bende looks so much like the singer from Green Day. What the hell is his name? Is it Billy Joe Armstrong? I think so. But I mean that as a compliment, obviously. I love Green Day. Guys, I think this is turning out well. Look at it. Oh my god, I can't believe that this is actually working out. Oh my god, and Miss Vanjie. Oh, I would have like killed myself if I didn't remember to say her. But yeah, she's definitely my favorite right now. I just love her voice. She always just sounds like she just had like a really like meaty hamburger, you know? Hey, hey, hey. Oh, I should have used the brush. No, I don't regret that because this needed precision. So I'm going in with, this is just by Aesthetica, but I believe this is just like a flat angled brush. And I'm going in with that black shade called Beast. Let's see if we can do this. I'm not gonna breathe for like a second. Okay, so I think that looks decent. And then I'm also gonna do that thick layer of black that she has underneath of her eye. So I'm just trying to like gently tap this to blend it, because if you get fallout from black, like that's it, like game over. So it looks like it might have been dragged up into this area here. All right, I'm gonna go in with that blending brush that we used to buff out the purple, and I'm just gonna buff out some of that black, just so that it doesn't have like a harsh finish to it. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia brush. So I'm gonna go in with like the stiffer side, like the more precise side, and I'm gonna go into that black. All right, going back in with that Texas Made shade, and I'm just gonna draw some pink down here. I should have done that further down. Then I'm going into that BBDC shade, that was the dark plum, and I'm just going right underneath the black, just to give it more of a subtle transition into that pink. I feel like I'm doing everything backwards. All right, so I think I'm gonna move on to brows, just so that I can kind of get more of an idea of where the look's going. To stay on brand, I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. This is in the shade Ebony. So I'm gonna go in with darker portion here. I love this brow powder. Ugh, this is just seriously the best. Whenever I use pomades, I wind up overdoing it. Like I was watching a video from even like a couple months ago when I got into pomades like randomly for a little bit, and my eyebrows look so bad. And I know a couple people commented on it, but like when you get like stupid comments like kind of often, you don't take a lot of them too seriously. So I'm sorry for not listening to you guys. But yeah, they were terrible. All right, now I'm gonna do the other one real quick. Okay, so I got those brows as close as possible that I could. I know that hers are higher up, so this part kind of angles out more. but I didn't glue down my brows ahead of time. I really should have glued down the tails of my brows and then just kind of took them up as high as I wanted to. But I'm an idiot. I didn't do that. So we're moving on. So I'm going in with that shade Headliner. That was the white that we used earlier. And I'm going to take that, go underneath my brow bone. Alright guys, I'm just going to line my waterline, and this is the LA Girl Perfect Precision Eyeliner, and this is in Very Black. After I just did that, I re-looked at the photo here, and it doesn't look like she has black in the waterline. It looks like it's white. Now I'm like, fuck. Alright, well, let's see if I can get this off without ruining this whole makeup look. Alright, so I'm actually going to go in with a Glide Gel Liner by LA Girl, and this is in Whiten. Going back in with that black and bumping that up as close to the waterline as I can. So I'm just going to do my eyeliner off camera real quick because I feel like I need to be really close up to the camera and I don't want to mess it up on the eyeliner portion. So I'll be back. There we go. Alright, so it didn't look like hers went into a wing. It looks like it kind of just like fades into like the outer part that we already did into like the black. So I'm gonna leave that alone. And anyway, you're not gonna really see the wing anyway because I'm gonna be wearing really crazy eyelashes. So if I'm wrong, then it's like, doesn't really matter. Alright, so I'm going in with these lashes by Eldora. I don't remember the actual style of them, like what the style name is. But these look like they're gonna be perfect. Ugh, I just had 2 bowls of Chef Boyardee raviolis. Ugh, that's such a mistake. I always think that I'm hungrier than I am, but if you just wait like 5 minutes, like, you're not gonna be hungry. Like, I like obviously have problems. But I made some green tea. So I have 2 green tea bags in here and a mint tea bag. Ugh, this like digests everything. And it does it so quickly. But don't do it before bed because then you wake up in the morning and it's like your stomach feels so empty that you just want to throw up. But it's good to do it in like the afternoon or something, like if you overeat for lunch. Alright, cool. I feel like her eyebrows are definitely thicker than mine. Alright, I think that's a lot better. Now, so I'm going in with the Mud makeup brush in, this is the number 900. This is really, really thin guy. I'm going to use this to draw on the bottom lashes, since I don't have bottom lashes. I'm trying to feather it too to make it look like they're as fluffy as the ones that she has. I feel like that just made such a huge difference too. Alright, now. Alright, and for lips I'm going to go in with, this was the Major Matte collection, and this is in the shade Flamingo. This is by CoverGirl, so all the writing's off of here. Alright, so I have a really cheapy Amazon wig that I think I can like make it really voluminous. Alright, so this is the finished look, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I think this turned out pretty good. Like I said, this is my first time doing a cut crease, and I'll definitely have to do a video where I do an actual like real cut crease where they do like the concealer and all that stuff and actually like cut the thing and all that. But yeah, let me know if there are any other drag queens that you'd like me to recreate their looks. I really want to do Juno Birch, so let me know if you guys want to see that. I feel like their drag is so similar to how I would do drag if I were to be a drag queen, or just like, I don't know. I feel like it's very similar to my style just in general. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, and also, I love the palette. Like, I don't know, like, what kind of review. I feel like I gave my thoughts along the way. But yeah, I mean, there wasn't much fallout at all. I feel like it was just, I don't know. It was very consistent throughout all the colors as well. There wasn't, like, one color where I was like, ooh, I hate that one. And all of these, I feel like this is kind of like a half neutral palette as well as bright colors, which I really like. Like, I feel like I could take this on vacation with me and still use a lot of these colors just as, like, a really bright, glowy look. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the palette as well, and that is finally it. Okay, love you guys. Bye. Back rolls. Back rolls. Back rolls. I can't say it.